I'm here with Keshia Thomas, the one and only, the one who saved quite a few people's lives a few years ago.
Oh, now you're good.
You remember that?
Yes.
Okay, now Keshia, you started this sort of a restaurant within a, what do you call this place?
Well, this is Greens Point area, and I started this little kitchen inside of a gas station. And I never cooked commercially before, but I had an idea in Detroit that I wanted to take this concept called POINT, which stands for Purpose, Opportunity, Independence, and New Thinking. So just follow me here for a second. If we want to start thinking about criminal justice reform, we have to start thinking about the person and not just the system and the politician. It has to be from street level to eye level. That's important to me. So if you give someone a purpose with an opportunity and a new way of thinking, they change their mind. So Northborough used to be one of the bloodiest streets in Houston. There was, I can't count how many murders since I've lived here in the past 5 years have been on this street.
So let me stop you there. You live in this community.
Yes, I live at the end of the block. I've lived here for 5 years. I've lived here. So you have to do your activism work where you're at. That's why I always tell activists that are up and coming, that go to marches, that go to different events. That's great. And I don't want you to ever think that that's not a good thing. But that's not your activism resume. You have to be building in your own community. You have to be thinking of ideas and be innovative. So yes, it's great to show up for numbers. And we say, yeah, you know, when we need turnout for different events, it's great that people show up. That's important. But it's equally, if not more important, to change the system or change people's lives within the community.
No, and what you did is you found a gas station here in your community, and you established something. Tell us what you did, and let's walk as you tell a little bit.
Okay, so I was, like I said, I live at the end of the block. There is no way to get fresh food and fresh vegetables. So the cute thing I used to do is I used to give fruits away to the kids. So when the kids got out of school or kids came in the store, there was always an option of me giving them a tangerine, strawberry. Sometimes I would cut up pineapple and just pass it out to people. There's people that have never tasted a mango before. You and I take that for granted. But, you know, different exotic fruits, dragon fruits, which is the next one that I wanted to bring to that I didn't get that opportunity to bring. But if you look around to not just this convenience store, but a lot of different stores, it's the same concept. You don't have fresh fruit. There are no bananas. What you do is you have kids that come in here, and they come in here and they buy a bag of chips and a 50-cent soda. And they're raised on that. You know, where I grew up in Michigan, I grew up with my grandparents having a garden.
Right.
So we had fresh fruits and fresh vegetables. I didn't realize that I grew up green before green was even a concept. You know, so we would pick strawberries. So when I have strawberries to give away from the kids, they don't have a concept of where their food came from. But the first step was getting them introduced to new food. One of the other things is the last meal that I ever made here was lamb shanks and sweet potatoes. And I would do different meals so people could try different things that they never had before.
In your community?
In my community. People were like, and the cutest thing was some of the guys were like, Miss Keshia, do you put barbecue sauce on that? And I said, hold on, Texas. You know, I'm pretty sure you can put barbecue sauce on it, but barbecue sauce doesn't go on everything. So, but, you know, introducing the fresh rosemary, introducing people that have never tasted a parsnip before, introducing, you know, we're used to turnips, the greens itself, but what's that turnip root like? So that's what I did. I created this idea of food is more than, you know, 5 things. It's more than French fries, it's more than chicken, it's more than burgers, it's more than tacos, and it's more than nachos. I actually started this concept on the corner at the end of the block. What I understood as a child is that I would see all my uncles out on the barbecue pit. Like that was family time, the big barbecue get-togethers in the summertime. So I took the guys that were what you consider, if you looked at them, thought they were the roughest and the toughest, right? Put them on the barbecue pit. Let them lead that whole thing. Let them start to give away clothes to their own neighborhood. They end up taking over that whole space and would come, like I remember one guy came and he had these beautiful dresses for little girls and he swore he didn't buy them. You know what I'm saying? Like they were donated, but you could tell these were the best of the best clothes. And they put them out there for the community to give away for free. They were out there giving kids after school little sandwiches and bananas and fruit in a bag.
Wow.
Because they were taking care of their own community. And once you give somebody a purpose, give them an opportunity to become independent and have a new way of thinking, that's how you start changing minds.